All right, class, today I'm going to go over lesson 45, which is on the Pythagorean theorem. And so we're going to use the Pythagorean theorem to find unknown lengths of triangles. So the Pythagorean theorem
That was rude. I don't care.
You ever just beat your kids?
theorem can be used
No, that wasn't nice.
to find unknown lengths of triangles. So, the Pythagorean theorem can be used to find unknown lengths of triangles. So, what is the Pythagorean theorem? It is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And you're going to see this a lot in math now as we move forward in your math career. And what does this mean? A squared plus b squared equals c squared. Well, if you have a triangle like this, and it's a right triangle, meaning this angle is a right angle, and we have a side that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we don't know what this length is, this length here. This is the hypotenuse.
You just say moose.
And we call that C in the Pythagorean theorem, in the a squared plus b squared equals c squared. The two legs are A and B. So A equals 5. Let's do that in a different color. A equals 5, B equals 9. Those are all listed right here. So now we can find the length of this leg right here just by using the Pythagorean theorem. So let's try it out. The Pythagorean theorem is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Well, a is 5. So we're going to do 5 squared. Plus b is 9. So we're going to do 9 squared. Equals c squared. It doesn't equal just c, it equals c squared. We got to keep that in mind as we move throughout. So what is 5 squared? Try and answer that in your head. If you're unable to do that, you can use a calculator. But 5 squared is 5 times 5. That is 25. Plus 9 squared. Well, what's 9 times 9? That is 81. And that equals c squared. So now we have to do 25 and 81. And if you can't do that in your head, we get 106. You can always use a calculator if you're having trouble doing that math in your head. 106. 106 is equal to c squared. So now we are not done. We know what c squared equals, but we don't yet know anything else. We don't know what c itself equals. So we have to take the square root of 106. So I would recommend, if you're going to do that, you use a calculator.
Okay, so you're wearing a jersey.
Okay, but we're going to take the square root of each side. So we get 106, and we take the square root of that number. And you're going to get about 10.3. About 10.3. 10.29 something. So we know that 10.29 equals C. So we've got 10.29 equals C. So if we go back up and look at our triangle length here, this unknown length, we know that that is now 10.29. 10.29. Okay. If you guys need help approximating square roots and you don't want to use a calculator, you can always go back to the lesson from Unit 1 where we approximate irrational numbers and imperfect squares, and that will help you out a lot. But this is how we use the Pythagorean theorem. So with that being said, good job and good
So
luck.
the Pie.